Hey team, let's talk a little bit about how long it takes to get your green belt. So if you've taken white belt, you've taken other trainings, and now you're saying, I want to take it to the next level. What's next for me? How can I increase my continuous improvement knowledge and really look at applying these tools to a project? Then green belt's going to be that perfect certification for you. The other fantastic thing about green belt is a lot of employers know of it. They look for it, and if you look on Indeed or on the other job search platforms, you'll see that green belt certification is highly recognized. So it's something that will also help you to boost or move forward your career. Now, my advice is before you commit to something like green belt, which can be expensive and time consuming, that you go ahead and you try out a white belt first. So I'm going to assume you've already taken your white belt. You've said, hey, Amanda, I am committed to getting my green belt. I've vetted things out and I know that continuous improvement is a direction I want to go, and I have the time to dedicate to doing a project. So green belt really should include you completing a project. That project is likely to take you 3 to 4 months. So when we think about how long does it take you to be certified, it's going to include completing that project. Now, I say that as a best practice. So best practice would be to take a course that you did 1 week of training, you went away, you worked on your project, you came back and did the next week of training, and then maybe you took an exam or similar, and you completed your project. That facilitator signed off on your project and they said you are now green belt certified. That's going to be the traditional route. That's going to be, if you go onto sixsigma.us or similar, you're going to see a program similar to that. So that's going to be probably the most rigorous one, unless you look at something like Villanova, where they have it nicely structured so that you have those connections month after month or week after week to help move your project forward. That is a fantastic example of ideal, right? So the best case scenario, if you really care about getting everything out of your green belt, then you're going to actually execute a project with that, which means it's going to take you about 3 to 4 months to become certified. However, not every program is going to require that. So there are programs out there online that you would be able to be certified much quicker, probably within a week. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. There are also exams out there, often linked with those, that help you get that certification. Now, the gold standard for green belt in terms of exams is usually ASQ, American Society for Quality. So if you already have the skills, if you already know a ton about green belt, I suggest you buy their book. You have that available during the test, and you can maybe go into their test. That is something that is expensive, or it is a commitment in terms of money, so you want to make sure that you're prepared for that if you have that knowledge. Those trainings or exams are offered all over the world every couple months through ASQ. So you have the option of obviously signing up for that as well, where you could get certified fairly quickly. Your fastest option is going to be those online courses, though, that are probably not going to offer you that deep level of knowledge for you to be able to apply those tools effectively. So those programs are out there. Maybe go after them, try them out. Let me know what worked for you and what didn't. My best recommendation, though, are those programs that are in person or live on video and walk you through actually executing a project. That's how you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck in green belt, is executing a project. So green belt on the short end, you could maybe finish it in a week. On the longer end, or on the ideal scenario, you'd probably be looking at about 3 to 4 months from starting your green belt to being certified.